Welcome to Instructional Technology, podcast and tutorials from the School of Education at High Point University. In this episode, we will be discussing the use of Google Drive on a Mac computer. Let's get started. So here we are in our online Google Drive. We've gotten really comfortable with using that, and we're ready to take the next step, which is downloading Google Drive to our computer. To get started, the first thing you do is click Download Google Drive. When you do that, it's going to automatically detect if you have a Mac or a PC, and it's going to bring up the terms of service. You will click Agree and Download. Once everything is downloaded, you go to the Applications folder where you will see Google Drive has been installed. The first time you do it, it may actually walk you through these steps, but I downloaded it on my computer a while back, and so I'm just kind of trying to recreate things. So I'm going to open Google Drive, and you'll notice a little icon has come up here, and it's connecting, and it tells me the synchronization is complete. So what has happened is the files that are in the Google Drive on my computer have synchronized with the online Google Drive out in the cloud. So here's my Google Drive, and here are my files. And the little check mark shows that they have been synchronized. So to be able to adjust settings, I actually go to the little Google Drive icon, and it tells me the sync's complete. I could pause it. I can open the Google Drive folder, visit it on the web, view files that are shared with me, get more storage. It tells me how much I've used of my 5 gigabytes, and I can go to Preferences. Preferences will let me choose kind of the way I want things to synchronize between my computer and the online Google Drive. I can sync Google Docs files or not. I can visit Shared with Me to sync shared items. So that means if somebody has shared a Google Doc with me, then I can actually choose how I want those things to be synchronized with my computer. I can decide if I want it to automatically start when I start my computer, send crash reports, show the file sync status icons, and then automatically connect. I can also get additional storage from right here. So this only syncs some folders to this computer. If I had this checked and I had multiple folders in my Google Drive, then I would be able to choose which ones I wanted to sync. So I'm just going to put a new folder in here, and I'm going to call this, it says Untitled Folder, so let's give it a name. There it is. And I want to call this folder, let's see, Synchronized Files. So there it is. So now when I go up here and I look at my preferences, if it updates, right now it's calling it Untitled Folder because it hasn't really updated to see that it now has a name. But I could choose only sync some folders to this computer. And so I could choose that I wanted that folder to sync, or if I had multiple folders, I could just individually click on the ones that I wanted to sync or not. Notice it says files in Google Drive that are not in a folder will always sync. So that's important to remember. So if you're trying to control what syncs and what doesn't sync, you may need to put everything into a folder. And you might start out with 2 folders, synchronized files, unsynchronized files. And that way, if you want it to synchronize, you'll put it in the synchronized folder. If you don't want it to synchronize, then you'll put it in the, if you want it to synchronize, put it in synchronized files folder. If you don't want it to synchronize, put it in the unsynchronized files folder. Okay. So just so you'll notice when I updated and it came and looked again, it actually saw the real name. So every time it connects, it will synchronize everything that's in my synchronized files folder and all files in Google Drive that are not in a folder. And that's pretty much how it works, and that's pretty much how you use it. So again, download it, play with it, get comfortable with it, and as always, remember, if you have any questions, just ask.